What is up, my beautiful gemstones? It's your girl Gemma Jade, and I am here with your weekly intuitive oracle reading, the pick a card for March 14th through March 20th. And I am using a new deck, the Sacred Sea Oracle. It is a lovely, lovely little deck. So if you didn't catch it, last Wednesday night I was on Gypsy Road with Bigfoot Anon and Dr. Wu. It was such an amazing time. Again, if you didn't catch it, go on and check that out. And next Thursday on March 17th, 2022, I will be live on Bigfoot, Michigan. Rob, I'll come to you with times when I have it. All right, so what I do here is I'm going to pull 3 cards, number them 1, 2, and 3. Pause the video, set your intention, okay? And then I'll tell you what the book says for each card, and then I'll tell you what I'm getting intuitively from Spirit. So I'm calling on Spirit guides, guardians, angels, guardian angels, ancestors, deceased loved ones, any otherworldly attachments you may have, like extraterrestrial, earth angel, starseed, fairy, shapeshifter, the universe, the cosmos in general, any higher dimensional beings of love, light, and peace that want to come through. And here we go. If you cannot choose from card 1, 2, or 3, I will pick a 4th card at the end if none of the first 3 cards resonate with you. So don't worry about that. And if you choose card number 1, but you resonate more with card number 3, then card number 3 is your message. Some of you are going to get a little bit out of each card, and that'll be your message. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a general reading. Ooh, these cards just can't wait to come out. All right, 1. Okay, so we have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Pause the video if you have to, and let's just get started. If you chose card number 1, you got the 6th card, Sacred Burial Temple, Embrace Transition. Affirmation. I know I can connect to my loved ones who have passed at any moment, and I can feel the thin veil of reality easily, as this makes the reality of my life more precious and rare. I celebrate my ancestors who made it possible for my freedom within this lifetime, and I am devoted to living the most full and vibrant life possible. Sacred meanings, infinite lifetimes, infinite love, connections through the veil, transitions, honoring life, understanding life, choosing closure, celebrating your ancestors. The Sacred Burial Temple is the sacred site for your deceased loved ones to be celebrated, honored, and remembered, even your own past selves. The temple exists in the deepest part of the sea, and you can access this sacred space only through your meditations and visions. In this temple, you can deeply embrace the transition from life to death while welcoming the new life that this old one has blessed you with. You hold the energy of your ancestors here to enrich and enliven your present, to make peace with where you are going, to remain close to the sacred souls that have passed, energetically connect to them for guidance in this current reality, which you can more easily do through the Sacred Sea ritual. So what I'm getting for you for this week, from the 14th to the 20th of March in 2022, is you're going to be getting a lot of messages through your dreams, through your meditations, just in general, that little voice that you know isn't yours that pops into your head and says something throughout the day when you're like, what the hell, where did that come from? Well, that came from your ancestors, your guides, okay? What this is also talking about, though, is something that you're either actively, like purposefully bringing to a close, or something that is finally over and done with, the end of a cycle, has to do with something from your past lives, whether you're overcoming a fear, finally getting through an obstacle of something that you feel has just been a part of your life ever since as long as you can remember. It's going to be something different for everyone, but take addiction. You know, you may be finally ready to close that chapter in your life, and it could be something that's stuck with you through multiple lifetimes, and this is the lifetime of change. I guess that's a better way to say it. This is the lifetime, guys, of major change for those of you who chose this, and for a lot of people collectively, myself included, where we are making up for the mistakes of our ancestors. We are righting wrongs, okay? And I feel like this week it's going to, a revelation or a realization is going to come to you that will show you how you can finally move forward. And this information is going to come in from your higher self, which is the part of you that also remembers all of your other past lifetimes. You're going to figure out a new way of doing something in your life. Out with the old, in with the new. Outgrowing people, outgrowing situations that no longer serve you. Stepping into your power this week and deciding, you know what, no more. Leaving relationships that just aren't working for you anymore. Some of you are going to be doing that. I feel like a lot of you are going to be looking into getting into business for yourself, moving on from a job, a dead-end job that's been going nowhere, you know? So lots of really amazing changes for you. I feel like you finally know what you want in whatever area of life this is, and you're finally ready to go ahead and go after it. No more fear, no more holding back, no more listening to people who don't understand your vision. Get with some people who understand your vision, who understand what it is that you're trying to do. And if someone doesn't understand or can't or won't understand, that's fine. You don't have to cut them off completely, but I feel like you are ready to do that for the most part. You're ready to kind of get rid of the people who aren't seeing your vision. And I do feel like as long as you can stick to this plan that you finally made, you're going to be extremely successful in whatever it is that you're changing and have decided to do. If you chose the second card, you got card number 19, the Sea Spirit Queen, honor animal souls. Your affirmation for this week: I am a conscious being who connects to the spirits of all animals and creatures of this incredible planet. I honor the lives of all beings and I hold great love for them as they are some of the greatest teachers to walk this earth. Sacred meanings: be aware of the animal empire that surrounds you. Listen to the subtle messages from creatures you come across. Honor the spirits of all animals, both dead and alive, to learn more about yourself. Sacred message: the Sea Spirit Queen holds the love and compassion frequencies for the entire animal empire on this planet. The sea is the womb, the origin space for all living beings, including you. If you cannot remember, she is here to assist. You are being called to own your place in our tribe as an ambassador for all living beings. We are all made of the same matter and all matter equally. Bring consciousness to every living creature you come into contact with, even if it is in your dinner plate or on your dinner plate. Honoring the souls that have sacrificed a life for you is a profound experience and helps to bring more loving, compassionate kindness to this planet on a collective level. I have great gratitude for those who can acknowledge these beings and choose what is best for the entire planet of living creatures while there is still time. So obviously this is about animals and not just your pets. I don't think it's only about animals though. This is about living things, honoring all living things, from the tiniest little insect to the largest mammals on earth. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an animal person, but I do respect animals. Obviously, I don't abuse animals. I don't, despise animals like some people do. I feel like you may be looking, some of you, and obviously again this is general, maybe looking into going vegetarian or going vegan. If that's going to work for you, that's fine. Just make sure you do it the right way. Don't just jump in. There are vitamins and nutrients you'd have to make up for. I feel like a lot of you too, with your domestic animals, I feel like there could be a lot of you who are having issues right now. I feel especially and specifically with cats. So make sure you keep a very close eye on your domestic animals, including and more so your cats, okay? I don't know what it is about this collective energy of like cats being sick. I don't know if it's the lower vibrational energies trying to pollute our familiars, but I really feel too, this is just about learning about a new respect for other people, other organisms, other beings who have to share this planet with us, and maybe changing the way you perceive other people. learning how to be kind, as I always say, realizing that it doesn't cost anything. It does make you feel a lot better. I think for some of you, not all obviously, but some of you, this is going to be a major shift in perception for how you view your life and the world. And I do feel a lot of happiness and abundance coming in because of this shift of kind of the way you see people. Okay, the way you start to understand, I don't know if you're meditating or if you're working with, you know, a healer, or what it is that has brought you to this conclusion or this life path, this part in your life where you're finally starting to understand the energetic connections of everything. I also feel like some of you are finally reaching your predestined path. You are finally to a place where you can move forward with your charts. I feel like a lot of you have strayed. Maybe you've had an animal that's, you know, kind of saved your life in a way. You know, I know a friend of mine rescued an extremely, extremely abused baby pit bull. And because of this little pit bull, he was able to get off drugs. So they kind of saved each other. I feel like that's a situation some of you guys are going through. There are so many different messages that come along with this card. And I feel like, though, it's you coming to a point where maybe your beliefs are changing about a lot of things this week. I feel like you're really searching for something and have been for a while. And you may finally get your answer this week, learning about energetic connections, past life connections, soul connections, and contracts with your pets, with animals. So please take the extra time to make sure your domestic pets are, you know, doing well and thriving. And just, I was going to end this, but I do feel a situation coming in that is going to put you to the test. And again, this isn't from the book. This is coming directly from Spirit. If you chose card number 2, there's a situation coming in this week or by the end of the month where you are really going to be tested to be respectful to someone who is completely not respectful to you. I feel like this is someone possibly in your workplace, or possibly like an in-law or a relative of someone that you know you're dating or you care for. It's someone that you really have to deal with. You can't just cut this person off completely. And I feel like it's going to be a major challenge for you to find that balance of respect, but also feeling like you're respecting yourself. I feel like they're going to be kind of harsh. They're going to be very hard to get along with. This is your test, okay? Stand strong, be respectful, be polite, and just don't talk to them any more than you absolutely have to. If you chose the third card, it's card number 7, the Lemurian Sea Sanctuary, and it is the card of remembrance. Your affirmations for this week: I am connected to my divine feminine nature, and I know why I came into this incarnation. I am now able to access and fully express my soul's purpose within this lifetime on earth. So already I'm getting, before I even read the book meaning, a connection kind of with what I said with card number 2. You may be finally coming into a realization that there is more to life than what you originally thought, and there's more to your life and your plan than what you originally thought. Sacred meanings: divine feminine return, remembering your soul spirit origin, paradise on earth, Lemurian memories, soul essence, soul's purpose activation, revival of your spirit, knowing your soul. The Lemurian Sea Sanctuary is a sanctuary to honor the crystalline light bodies of the Lemurian teaching left behind in crystallized form. The vibrations of this sacred space are so high they sound like crystal bowls and angels singing, and the lightness of the energy is pure, innocent, and playful. This is the perfect place to retreat to when you are feeling lost and downtrodden, to revive your soul spirit essence and remember why you actually decided to come to earth in the first place. Access this powerful haven through the sacred sea ritual. So it does give a ritual in the book, but I feel like, again, you are finally realizing what your purpose is. And I feel like you may, for this week, struggle a little bit, because I feel like it's still in the phase of you're going by what you think your purpose is or what you want your purpose to be. And a lot of you haven't readily accepted what your actual purpose is. I feel like, just like with this card, you're getting a lot of communication from your ancestors, from angels, from your guides, and you may not have been seeing it. I believe that this week your third eye is really going to be open. It would be even better if you can do some exercises to open that third eye up, because there is a plethora of information coming in this week. The divine feminine, whether you're male or female, okay, that's being in touch with your emotions, knowing what you want and how to get it, controlling your emotions, okay, being passionate about something and going after it. And I feel like this week is really when that passion's going to be kicked up a notch. And over the course of the next few weeks or the next couple of months, you really are going to be building something special. This may not be in your career. This doesn't necessarily have to be in your love life. I just feel like this sacred building of communication and relationship with your guides, with your ancestors, with your higher self, with your past lives. I feel like so much information, it's almost like a sensory overload is coming into you. And a lot of you aren't even going to be aware of it, but it is going to change you for the better. I would recommend definitely meditating, doing some work with crystals, maybe seeing a Reiki master to get those trauma cords and emotional cords cut, because I feel like a lot of you that chose this card have been wandering around kind of in the desert for a while, putting on that tough masculine. I don't want to say masculine. I don't mean masculine as though men are the only tough sex. You guys know what I'm saying, but kind of putting on that tough exterior for so incredibly long. And I feel like something this week or in the next couple of weeks is going to melt that tough facade, and you're going to finally be able to not only recognize what your emotions are and how you're feeling about something, but you're going to be able to work through those emotions finally. And it all starts this week. Someone's going to say something to you that's going to activate some kind of memory of, you know, a past life where you kind of went through the same thing. You might experience deja vu multiple times this week. Okay, that's all good. That lets you know you're right where you're supposed to be. So if you couldn't choose between cards 1, 2, and 3, I'll choose one more card for the procrastinators in the group like me. Priestess of Purity, card number 14, crystalline purity. And I opened right to it. I love when that happens, but I open on the second page. I keep doing that because look, that's the same thing, right? But they're showing this for a different card, which is weird. So anyway, so that's card number 17. So I did not open right to it. Priestess of Purity, crystalline purity. Affirmation, I honor my innate purity. I remember who I am and who I came to earth to be, my truest, most honest self. I am devoted to expressing and honoring my pure soul essence and hold this integrity in all I am, do, and share. Sacred meanings, honor your soul's purity, crystalline consciousness, equality, honesty, justice, balance, equal, opposites, high frequency, sacred divine trust, soul alignment, and integrous actions. Priestess of Purity, I am a warrior holding the highest vibration of integrity. I am here to anchor in the divine grid of deep purity, equality, and honesty to a level unknown to all humans. Be aware of what you think you know to be truth, as this is just perception and projection. As your consciousness and soul evolve and expand within your physical form, you will know new expressions of reality unannounced to all who have gone before you. Await, dear one, as the grid is recalibrating to a new crystalline form that will enhance the life quality and experience of the whole. Be with me in sovereign solidarity as we anchor this high-level frequency into the new earth. I really feel like this is a combination of all of these cards, right? Changing ancestral patterns, connecting with all sources of life and understanding them. And also, you know, kind of finding your passion and being more in touch with your emotions, the divine feminine. If you chose this card, somebody is keeping something from you. I definitely feel like, oh, sorry about that. I definitely feel like there is some kind of secret that's being kept from you this week. And I don't think you know what the secret is, but I feel like you know that there's a secret being kept. I don't really think this is a malicious type of secret. I feel like this is something that someone isn't telling you. They believe for your own good. It could be someone like a teacher, a healer, a parent, someone you look up to, someone who you're learning from, whether in an official or unofficial capacity. And it's just something that you haven't been ready to learn yet, like something that you just weren't ready to accept, either about yourself or someone that you're close to. I feel like that is going to come out this week. This secret is going to be revealed to you, and it's up to you what you're going to do with the information. But people are going to be watching you very closely to see how you handle this new truth. Are you going to act as everyone expected and kind of flip out or shut down, or however you act when you're under extreme duress, stress, and when you feel very, very hurt? Because I do feel like it's something that's going to deeply bother you and hurt you on a very real level. However, it's not a soul level. So it is something that you can quickly move forward from. Sensitive souls and sensitive people are the most forgiving. So you'll be able to get through this fairly easily. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a rough week for you as the grid recalibrates to make room for this new information, to make room for all of the new things that you're learning. I feel like you're learning a lot of things just through like communication with guides and spirits and ancestors, and you don't even realize, a lot of you don't realize. You have to be very aware to realize that that's where this information is coming from. I would start a journal and just like write down your random thoughts throughout the day if that's something you're able to do. If not, try to keep them in your mind and heart and write them down at the end of the day. Write down your first 3 major thoughts in the morning. And I do feel like at the end of this month or the end of next month, you are going to have information when you go back and read through these thoughts, these random daily thoughts. If you can be consistent with it, you're going to have so many answers to so many questions that you didn't even know you were asking. Guys, I really hope this helped. This was another one of those kind of mystical decks that dealt a lot with the divine and with past lives and ancestors and all that. It wasn't very straightforward messages, but I feel like, again, with the consciousness shift, it's like, okay, we're going to be getting messages like these, okay? Because we are all changing on, everyone on a completely different, at a completely different, I can't think of the word. Everyone's changing at a completely different pace, but we're all learning and growing and coming to know and understand the same things. So I really hope this helped. I really hope you have an amazing week. Be kind to each other. It doesn't cost anything, and also be kind to each other. It doesn't cost anything. Also, make sure you're kind to yourself, and a good way to be kind to yourself is to not accept anything less than others being kind to you and respecting you and your boundaries, values, opinions, okay, etc. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Check out the description box for ways to support the channel, and if you would like a personal intuitive oracle reading from me, please email me at moonbearoracle@gmail.com. If you haven't checked out my new channel, MoonBearOracle, please go on over there and subscribe as well. I would really, really appreciate it. Monthly readings should be back this month coming in for April. I'm starting to do them now, so hopefully I can get all 12 of those out. I'm talking about a lot of other stuff on there too, and I keep losing my train of thought. So yeah, it's just one of those Sundays for me, guys, even though when you guys are seeing this, it'll be Monday. So I'll see you guys next time, and bye.